Okay, my friends, it was so great to see the wonderful math strategies that you showed me in your drawings today. Now I'm going to share out two special strategies that I saw friends do today. As I share, I want your hands free, so show me hands are free. Touch your nose, touch your face, wiggle your hands. Good, and set them down nice and free. I want you to just watch very closely so you can learn from friends' strategies here. And when I'm done showing you these two strategies, I'm going to ask you a really tricky question, so make sure you're watching super close. The first strategy I'm going to show you today was one that Natalia did. And here is what she did. Natalia started by drawing the basket that Michael was using to put his apples in. And she drew the 7 apples that he put in his basket, like this. She drew a 5 group, so 5, 6, 7, and labeled it 7, just like that. But then she remembered he didn't just have 7, 2 more fell right in, and Natalia showed that like this. 1 apple fell in, and another apple fell right in. Then Natalia, and I might call Natalia here and say, Natalia, honey, can you tell us how you figured out how many apples he had? And you can listen for how she counts. Some students at this point of the year will still be counting all. So they might say, I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then that's great. So you model counting all, and then you can jump in and say, great, friends, another way we can count this is by practicing counting on like we've been doing. Watch Miss Domke, and then you can do it with me, and you would say 7, 8, 9. Good job. 2 ways to count that, friends. And a number sentence we can use to show that strategy is, and you could call in a student here too, 7 plus 2 more equals 9 all together. Good strategy, Natalia. Now I'm going to show you a strategy that Alicia used today. Alicia made a number bond to represent the problem. She started with a number bond like this. And she knows 2 lines touch the total. 2 lines touch the total. So then Alicia thought, well, do I know my total or do I know my parts? And she reread the problem and looked well and thought about her visualization and thought, well, Michael started with 7 apples. That's a part. And then 2 more fell right in. That's another part. And then she said, what I don't know is the total. Alicia, how did you count this? And then Alicia might say, I counted 7, 8, 9. Good. Alicia's number sentence would be 7 plus 2 equals 9. Now, friends, I have a question for you. Look at Natalia and Alicia's strategies. What do you notice is the same about their strategies? And here students might say they both have the same number sentence. They might also say they both use counting on to solve. And if one of them, like Natalia, used counting all and Alicia used counting on, then your question could be, what was different about the way Natalia and Alicia found their total? And what you're trying to get at there, of course, is Natalia counted all of them, Alicia counted on. And your students might struggle at first with those kind of questions, but the more you ask them, the more they'll really catch on and be able to answer those very quickly. All right, my friends, good drawings today. Our last step is to write our answer in a sentence. I'm just going to do that for us today, boys and girls. You do not need to write that with me. Just watch super careful, super close. And I'm going to use my sentence from my question to help me write my answer down. I'm going to reread here. How many apples does he have in his basket now? I'm going to use Michael's name and say, Michael has, who can help me? What comes next? Good job. 9 apples now. Good problem solving today, friends.